Okay, we're on week 3 of our three-man sprint. We have the captain, the wizard, and the Saracen. The captain is well in the lead, as you can see from the upper right. He has 6 points. He's going to get his 7th point in short order. He has two HQs hired. He has the guard and the soldier. The guard ends today. He's traveling around with a small army, killing everything in sight. So good for him. His quests are to find the large campfire, which is right there, but strangely far away. Locate the cairn, which is there, and explore the caves, which is here. So I probably won't explore the caves, is my guess, but maybe. We'll see. Wizard had a bad week too, died twice. He's back at home here. He's dropped his stuff, which I actually put on the board. 10 gold, that's what this represents. And he has the quest Locate, Pool, Sacrifice, and Giant Slayer. Now, fortunately, we did get 3 new events on day 15. He got the Lost Crown, Old Bones, and Banditry. Lost Crown appeared right next to him. And so, it does look like he might just sneak out and swipe the crown. And just drag her back to the campfire and get a quick victory point. So that's an easy VP. I don't know that he wants to deal with these bats, though he could, but I don't know if he wants to deal with them or not. He could get around them fairly easily by bopping to this either here or here and popping an enchant, and that would allow him to skirt them. But we have bandits here. Bandits are outside of the house. That looks like it's good for the captain. The wizard might be able to pull it off. Might being the operative word. That archer is always a problem. Otherwise, his quests don't look great. Locate the pool. The pool only can be in one of these 4 hexes. They're all fairly remote, as you can see. So we might consider dropping one or more of those here at the end of the first day. But I think first thing we're going to do is we are going to get this crone and get our point. The Saracen, who has scored 3 points, is doing okay. He took, as you can see right here, he took literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days to do this arson. So he wasted effectively a week, and that's a lot in the quest variant here. So he did his arson, collected his fan club. So that's 3 points in cards, but he hasn't done much else. Now, his goal, I think, is to pop over to the cairn. And then, if you'll notice here, we have Monastery, Old Bones, and the Rift. That's 3 points. So I think he just heads into the mountain. And the crag, although usually I avoid the crag because of how long it takes to manage. I think we might go for these 2 points. So you're talking. So with 3 points there, that would be 6 points. If he kills a spider on the way, that's 7 points. And if he gets anything to sacrifice, he can get his 8th point. So literally, he can go from 3 points to 8 points in those 2 hexes. The captain is looking to get effectively just 1 more point right now, and that's all his easy points on the board right now. Well, 2, I'm sorry. So 7th and 8th point, because the cairn is pretty easy if you know where it is. And we could get his 9th point if we could get to this large campfire, which we can. It's just quite a haul around. He would have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You'd have to go a pretty hefty way. I mean, he knows the way. So that's sort of where we sit here on day one. I have written everyone's day one move, and I don't actually think he necessarily enchants anything. Yeah, sure. I think he does. We'll let that one stand now that I think about the board here. Okay, so that's it. We got day one going, and I've written it already. So we had day 15. We have our events on the board. 3. We got goblins. Oops. I am tossing things around. All right. Keep in mind we still have a bounty, and so I think everybody's following the captain. And the captain's move is to get to the house and trade. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He uses his extra phase to trade, and that trade is going to sell. So I think I calculated that it was actually worth more points to sell this than it was to keep it. So we're going to sell it. So that's 67. Oh, wait. I don't think he has anybody to sell to. Hold on. Right. He has no one to sell to. He can't sell Jack right now. He has to wait till tomorrow because the guard will be there. So the trade is pointless. Done. He does get to turn in big game, though. And that gives him one more VP. So it's 5th VP for cards. And we were sort of counting this mentally anyway. That's his 7th point total. And he does get light or medium armor. And he can pick what he wants. And of course, he'll take medium. And so we're going to roll for the piece that he gets. And he's hoping for like a breastplate because that will offset his money penalty there. But he gets a 3. He gets a 2nd shield. Oh, that sucks. That's just going to stay inactive for now. And he is done with that. And yeah, I should not have drawn the extra card because he actually had that one still. So that's my fault. And again, not remembering that. So we're going to rest while we're there. We'll give him that much. So we will draw. What are we going to draw back? I think what we draw is we draw one of these back. Move is generally better. Generally, moves are better than fights to get out back into play because you are more often forced to say do a 2 asterisk move than you are a 2 asterisk fight. Obviously, that depends on the character and the situation, but that's sort of how we roll. The guard becomes unhired at the end of the day, but he does stay there, right? The guard doesn't. So I'll leave this one on the captain, put that one on the board to represent the guard. Put that one right there. Okay. And he is done for the day. And that is it. So we take them down there, put him aside. The wizard's going to go 1, 2. All you have to do is end a phase there to pick her up. Goes back 3. That turns her in. So the crone now sits there. Always make them bigger when they're quests, and then I always screw up the size. So the wizard's going to score a point. Good for him. And our event, Lost Crone, goes away. And I need to see. I don't think he has a. So he is friendly with the crone. So wizard Crone friend. Um, and the captain is a rogue friend because he did their. I might have wrote that down somewhere. Nope, didn't write it. Just put big game there. Nope. So he is friends to the rogues, and he is friends to the Crone. Wow, I am fumbly today. Let me tell you. So that is done, and he moves back to here. I think his last thing is to enchant using that chit. So we'll do that and flip it, and there you go. And he does that because ideally he wants to avoid the bats if he can. Actually, I would consider going here too, because that's just as easy a way to avoid the bats. I don't know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. Yeah, so technically, I think this is just faster, so he's done there. And I don't think anybody shows up. Let's take a quick look. Actually, the patrol might show up. No, the patrol's going from garrison to garrison. Done. And the Saracen moves into the ruin. So he's going to hide. He does. He moves into the ruins, hidden. He's going to search 3 times. Yep, 3 times. And then he's going to move into the cairn if he finds this path. So that's his goal. His goal is to find this path. On a 1, 2, or 3, he will find ruins 1 to 5, which I always argued was an important path. That's 1 fail. A success. So he finds ruins 1, 5. So done. And then he's going to search, and he's just going to try to discover this treasure pile here. And he does not. To get the gold, pretty much. The staff, I could not care less. Does anything appear? I think nothing appears there. Nothing appears there, and the captain ends up at a dwelling. Oh, and the patrol appears actually here. So he could have traded. So, but I wouldn't have anticipated that. So that was a mistake. So I will let him rest. Done. The guard leaves his employ, and we are complete with day 15. So for day 16, we are going to trade as the captain. So that's his extra trade. We're going to sell all that crap. Done. And then, so the question is, do we even care to hire the guard? I think it's useful to have that extra guy, that extra big heavy swordsman. And it should be pretty cheap to hire. I'm going to do, well, okay, you don't have 2. So we'll do a hire, and we will do 1. Oh, and we should rest. Holy crap. So that's good to remember that we should rest. Let's just do 2 hires and 2 rests. Remember, we're only hiring a single guardsman with the money we'll have. And so that's $4 times whatever. So he should have that money pretty easy. So he is done. So the wizard, what is the wizard going to do now? So we still have locate, pull, sacrifice, and giant slayer. We can do all those. It's not an issue of what can we or can't we do. It's an issue of what can we find and when. So let's take a look here. I mean, we could go and just bop up in here and see if the pull's in here. But that is going to kill some time. We could kill bandits, but and that's great, but the bandits, that's going to be a couple days is my guess, because Because this guy is super dangerous. When he flips, he could kill the wizard in a heartbeat. Now we have no gold because we dropped it when we died. The vault is open. Only has 2 treasures left in it. The lair is open with a treasure, but it's on the 4th thing, so that you could get that, but you got bats to deal with. I would say, I think the wizard is going to make his way up. 1. Although, I'll tell you what. So the end of the day, on day 15, let's say that the wizard is going to assume that he has to change his luck. So he's going to drop all 3 of these cards. And we're just going to try to reset on day 16. Oh, and we still have to find the damn. Oh, this is the wizard's luck. This is the wizard's luck. So there you go. This is our darn luck right here. So I do, for Ancient Scrolls, get to put someone anywhere I want. I am going to take the Shaman and put him here. Done. So we have Deep Diver, which is loot the pool. We have Ancient Scroll, which just gives us a benefit if we find any treasure with magic on it. And then we have Danger Scent, which is alert. Now that's good for him because he can quickly alert that sleep, and that would have saved him from the bats. But I don't like that draw. That's a bad draw. So, all right. I think our plan is the same then. Screw it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we just run up to the chapel. Done. Okay. And then the Saracen, who has... oh, right. He found this and moved there. So that was actually in his last move. So there you go. He moved into the cairn. So his day is he's going to hide and search. And he gets an extra search because he is a watchful guarder of prisoners. So day 16, let's roll that monster die. It's a 3, so more goblins, wolves, octopus, etc. Saracen is first. And he's going to hide. So hide first. He fails, so he is stuck. I don't think it's going to matter since it's bones and cairn. He's going to search 4 times. He needs a 4 or a 1. And he gets a 4. So he, on the first shot, finds the cairn. So that's good. So he's used 1 out of 4. He's found the cairn. I don't think that it doesn't help him per se, but it might give him some loot here. So he has 3 draws for the cairn. Now remember, every time you draw from the cairn, you must fatigue. So he's going to draw once. 4, that's 4. He gets the 4th out of here. And that is a vial of healing. Heals even new wounds, fatigue when active. So that's 1 of his 4. And he's going to ditch. He needs the fight M's. He's going to fatigue that move. That's 1. Second one is a 3, so he gets the third card out of there. Gripping Dust, weapon stays alerted. That's sort of potentially useful for him. I will ditch that one for now. And the third is the fourth card. So, Deft Gloves. Roll 1 die for loot. So, couple good things there. This is an awesome treasure. It gives him an L2 chit. With no asterisk. So it literally, so he has to fatigue again. And so he's going to fatigue that one and drag that one back. Because this is better than all 3 of these chits, his fight chits. So the Deft Gloves are a great treasure for a light character like this. Means he gets his best attack at his best speed. Now, again, the problem with this is the scimitar. He ideally wants it on this side, which of course totally kills the L4 or the L2, the 2. But if his weapon is unalerted, then this L2 is the obvious play, unless he needs to do a little bit more damage, in which case he's playing one of his 2 medium chips anyway. So he is done. He drew decent stuff out of there, but that's that. That's his day. And I don't think anything appears because we are goblins. So done. The captain. Captain has a trade, so he's going to sell everything. So this is 80, 114. He sells to the patrol. Or he sells to the guard, strangely enough. I'm going to sell to the guard. 114 bucks. Okay. So let's just put that on his sheet because that's fun. That's a fun number to put on his sheet. There you go. 114 bucks he sells for. And he loses his great treasure. So he no longer has a great treasure. And that actually does knock him down a point for now. He's going to hire 3 times. He's going to hire the guard HQ 3 times. He is friendly. He rolls 1 die on all hires. The guard captain is $4 by default. He's going to get an opportunity. He'll just take price times 2, and that's $8. So he's going to subtract $8 off that, which makes it 96. And he has guard HQ till the end. Now, done. Cool. He has 1 more hire phase. He's going to roll on the soldiers. Might as well. They are $10. Might roll real well on them. 4, price times 3. So for $30, he can get them till the end of the game. I would love to have gotten 20. If it's 20, this becomes 76, and that's $81. And if you remember, that's enough. But if it's 30, then that's 66. No, he still makes it. Do we just... Sure. Done. So he is going to... Indeed, I'll let him do one last thing. He will have sold this also for $7. So we'll add 7. So that makes that 73 total. So that's his total. So he hires both the guard and the soldier HQ. Oops. Till the end of the game, he has 78 bucks. So he loses his one great treasure point, but gains 2 gold points because he now has 78 gold. That puts him to 8 points. So he is definitely in, I'll say, danger, and he's going to rest twice. So we're going to bring 2 of these moves back. So he is definitely in, I would say, danger. He's not in danger of it. He is definitely, possibly. So I'm going to take this guy and put him here. He goes back in there. And this one comes onto our sheet again. So we're back to our army of 5 here. We have 3 goals. We have find the large campfire, locate the cairn, or explore the caves. 3 of those are all visible. So that's the first. The first, you're looking for 2 things, 2 or 3 things, right? 2 things primarily in this quest card thing. Is your target on the board? All 3 are. And are they reachable? And the answer is, yeah, they all 3 are. Some more so than others. But now that the wizard, who's inadvertently opened that path up, it's super doable. So yeah, I think the captain might win this in like by the end of the week. So there you go. Okay, captain is done, and now it is the wizard. Wizard went 1, 2, 3, 4, I believe, and just wandered up into the order's business there, and nothing else happens. Put all these back in. It's day 17. The captain is sort of looking toward how can I win, right? How can I get the victory? I think he will, though, waste like a day or so. So he'll need 1 rest. So this is 6 phases, 7 phases to get all these back over here. So I'm going to at least rest 1 day. And we're going to try to make sure that we're in a position where we're not dying or anything like that. Because your hirelings won't come with you when you die. They will abandon you. And that would set him back a great deal. So we're going to rest up. Done. Oh! So we actually can't do this. So, and we should not have done. So what should have happened is that, like, well, yeah. So remember the flowers of rest are here. So when he walked in day 1, this would have come back and he'd have fallen asleep. So that rest phase would not have happened. So one of these would still be wounded. Let's put that one in the wounded column. Then he would have rested it back on the next day. But this would be back because he is... I'm sorry I'm retro fitting this. So what would have happened was he could not have rested the move, but his other fatigue chits would have come back. He would have rested then the next day here. And now today, he's going to still execute. That still takes 7 phases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's what he'll do on day 17. I'm sorry about that. On day 17, the wizard, who probably does still... So he has to roll on the order. Oh, geez. So he will get trouble from the order. And trouble from the order, though, is no deal. So he'll take the no deal from the darn order. yesterday. So today, what is he going to do? Today, um, well, today I think I'm going to head into the cavern. So today I'm going to move and move to the cavern. Done. We're just going to see what's in there. If we need to alert our sleep, we will. To live, we will. The Saracen has. I hate seeing all this fatigue. What we're going to do is we're going to hide once. We're going to rest 2 times, I think. We're going to extra search and search 2 times. Done. And we are done with the day. Let's roll the monster roll. Saracen's hoping for a 5. We get another 3. So, oof, more goblins. So it's all goblins all day, but nothing has shown up. The captain's guys are following him, of course. And so they're just going to go with him. The captain is going to rest. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. And he is done. Oh, wait, no. Okay, so, okay, that's rough. That's fascinating. He's going to drag this one back. 1. 2, Flowers of Rest fire. Should have thought about this. And immediately knock him out. Done. He is done. So we can't actually do this. We have to get out of dodge. That's hilarious. Good to know. I will suck that one up, but we're just going to walk out tomorrow. Done. So that's how we end up. Those Flowers of Rest are always tricky, very, very mischievous. The wizard is walking in bare to the cavern. It's dank and slither. All the serpents are here. No one has anything with serpents anymore, so no one cares. Now, the problem for the wizard is that it just makes this crappier, if that makes any sense, because there's nothing in here. There's no treasure site, no pool. He has to go all the way through here to get to here. Maybe we go to the mountains and contest the mountains a little bit. So the Saracen will hide. So we're going to hide 1 time. It won't matter because goblins are showing up. So we do hide. We do rest 2 times. So that's going to drag this back. And we're going to search 2 times. Which ultimately is going to fire this up again. So done. And we're going to try to draw it twice out of the cairn again. Let's see what we get. So we get the 3rd card in here. The Royal Scepter. Well, that is spiffy. A, it's an extra higher phase, which no one cares about. But B, it is a card. It's a card point, or a great treasure point. His 4th point. And the last possible draw here, well, today, is 3. Does he get another treasure? He does. He has done well. He only rolls 1 die to loot, by the way, from now on. So keep that. That's the other thing I should totally keep in mind is he could loot the crap out of this thing. So he's got a whole pile of stuff. And he is done. And that is the day. All right, the captain is tired of these flowers. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I think so, right? I think 1, 2, 3. Maybe we sleep, hide here. I don't necessarily want to take an we probably got these guys. So I'll book it. 1, 2, 3, 4 first. So we'll just head down to Borderlands 1. So the captain will move, Borderlands 1, and he is done. And strangely enough, I think he gets an extra phase. So we'll just to make sure and put a bow on it. We'll hide while we're in there. Done. Day 18 for character 2 here is the wizard. And I think we make a naked move to Cavern 2. Done. And then the Saracen, I think he is done doing what he's doing. He's going to move to, and he will hide once. So he will end up at Mountain 6 and be hidden. So he's going to hide, X move, and X move to Mountain 6. And he is done there too. So, okay, let's get a roll here on day 18. And we get a 5. So he moves out just in time for the spider to show up. So that's good. That is very Magic Realm luck wise there. That's how it rolls. We are just following the captain, I believe. I still think we're just following until further notice. So the Saracen hides and then moves up to here. Does he hide is the question. And he does. So he is hidden when he gets there, pops these. It is the Lost Castle in 1 and ruins. That's bats, by the way. But let's see what the Lost Castle has to bring us. And Howl 5, that's bats. Patter 5 is spiders. And it's 5, so that's back here. Slither 3. We are in 6. That is 3. Shrine in 4. And the altar in 1. So sort of a two sites. A lot of snakes. We got spiders. And that is Patter M will bring a spider to the board. So that's cool for the Saracen. He still has Spider Slayer, and he is done. And Sacrifice. So pulling a treasure, a large treasure. Now, unfortunately, none of the treasures he's pulled so far is large, so he does not qualify. But maybe at the shrine, maybe at the altar. It's a good question. He is done nonetheless today. The captain is going to 1, 2, 3, 4 make his way down to here, and then he is going to hide once. And he is done. And everybody's hidden. And nothing appears with spiders. And now the wizard is going to just do 1, 2. And again, nothing appears on 5. Which is what I rolled. But I didn't mark, so that was not great. So on day 19, we're just going to go move to the campfire. So we're in the camp. Done. That'll score us a happy camper. So that's another point. We get an extra phase. At that point, we will extra rest. Sure, for giggles. So all you have to do is end a phase there. And how do we get to the cairn as fast as possible? Good question. I think you go up and around again. So we move into camp. We rest once. I'm going to rest again and then move to I believe Oakwood's 4. That puts these in the fatigued column. And okay, done. We will also get another card by the end of the day. So, the wizard. I mean, so the wizard does have some options. The I think the altar is better for him. As far as magic goes, the altar is the one that he would want to see. That is quite the way to go. And still the pool's not here. So the pool is quickly dwindling the number of places the pool can be. Do you, as the wizard, charge in? Now, if I'm the Saracen, I'm running up to that monastery. So the wizard probably doesn't beat him to the monastery. Probably does not beat him to the monastery. I could maybe beat him to some of these. And maybe the pool's in 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think as the wizard, I'm going to... And the shrine is not useful for the wizard in terms of spells. The altar is. But that is such a haul. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and see what's in here real quick. So I'm going to... Oh, wait. I can't do that. Because he's still in the cavern. So the best he can do is get to here. So we're going to do that. Mountain 2. And we'll keep our danger sense up in case we need to alert a chit to cast sleep and get out of dodge. So that is his day 19. His day 19. And finally, the Saracen's day 19 is... Ugh, gosh. So we're going to hide. We're going to move to the monastery. What does the monastery do? So monastery is there forever, effectively. First here to reach all fatigued chits rested, wounded chits moved fatigue. So that's a great boon. And we could remove curses. But we'll just take getting all these fatigue chits back real quick. So just 2 moves up there will do it. And the question is, so then the options are, I don't know how I feel about the demon, taking on the demon. But having said that, so with this sword, I can do, this is heavy damage at a time 4. So that's not bad. It can also be tremendous damage at a time 4. Again, not terrible. Now the demons are dicier with that for sure. So they will definitely cause a problem for him. The spider is trivial. So we could easily get that point. But man, you could pop sacrifice. If you could just draw any cool treasure, you could pop sacrifice at, say, the altar or the shrine. Done. So that could be, let's pretend that's 2 points right there. The wizard may or may not beat you to the old bones, may or may not beat you to the rift, but he might not be able to deal with anything there. Neither might you. So I say what we're going to do is we're going to go hide, move, and then move back to 6. once we visit. Done. All right, so that's day 19 written. That's there. Let's get this one in the books here. It's a 6, so bats are going to appear, but bats have already appeared everywhere. So, all so good. So it looks like the captain and entourage go first. And where's he heading? Oh. Right. So he's going to head back to the camp here. So he goes 1, 2. He's going to rest 2 times to bring these both back here. He scores happy camper. He moves out. He gets to draw another one of these. And this is Diplomacy Ogres. So that's his 6th card point. That is his 9th overall point. So the captain is literally ready to finish this one off. So that's interesting. Okay. That's him. Next. And he actually moves to here. He finishes his day there. So he is done. The wizard just goes 1, 2. Now we got bats, but all the bats are taken. They're out. Bats are on the board, so that's safe today. And then finally the Saracen pops up. He's going to score his point at the monastery. He is going to, get all these chits back, like that. Monastery will just move off to the side there because it is no longer scoreable. It's useful potentially, although my guess is no one's going to use it. But it is not. It's not scoreable anymore. He scored it, and he pops back down here. But I think nothing shows up because all the bats are out. One of them's dead. And then the 2 stack and 3 stack are out. So everyone is done. And I think there are no fights on day 19. And we only have 2 days left in the week. So I think Captain is going to head to Pine Woods. So he's just going to move to Pine Woods. And frankly, I hope ogres show up. Because if ogres show up, so if I roll a 3 and it happens to be Bones W, then the captain wins. Because that's his 10th point. The wizard. The wizard is going to... I think he will hide and move up into the crag just to see what's in there. And then the Saracen, who is up to his 5th point. So it's not terrible. He's up to his 5th point. I think is going to hide. With a spider. Done. So everybody's got 20 up. That's good. And let's roll it. Ideally, we'd not get another spider up. We're going to get more spiders. So spiders and imps are going to show. And so we'll see how that goes. Saracen is up. Captain is up. So Saracen is first. So the Saracen is going to go in here, but he hides 3 times. Fails once, though. Fails twice. Succeeds the 3rd time. Second spider appears. That makes that dicey-ish. Probably not terrible, but just the tiniest bit dicier. He is done. The captain is going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. He just moves right up on in there. Bones, but the wrong number. So that does draw ogres on a 3. So the captain might just sit here tomorrow because it's dangerous day 7. We roll 2 dice. If either one of them comes up a 3, we're going to hit diplomat and win the game. And the wizard is going to move up there, but he's going to hide 2 times first. Yeah, not being hidden has been the wizard's folly here. Not even deliberately, strangely enough. So we do get the pull in 6, and we get stink, which is going to draw the last spider onto the wizard. So we have 2 fights at the end of day 20. Okay, so let's see these 2 fights. We'll do this one first. The Saracen first. Now the nice thing here for the Saracens, I think this is an auto kill for this swordsman. I think if this guy flips, yeah, he kills him. So we just put him there and there. But not round 1. Round 1, no, everybody's going to be untargeted and unassigned. We're going to start there. Untargeted, unassigned. Everybody's hidden. And we are going to take... So this is medium damage. Medium damage right now. I can't auto hit him. I mean, I can auto hit him, but only for the light damage. The medium damage. I can possibly hit him for the heavy damage that I need. The medium star damage. But so I can maybe trivialize this fight, maybe. I'll tell you what we'll do. We will. So we're going to alert our weapon, and we're going to play it just like that. And at that point, it doesn't matter what we play. If he flips, what is he? He's a 4. So it doesn't matter what we play at this point. So we can just play the L2, and we will do L star star, which is heavy damage. We're looking for a 1 or a 4. And if we get a 1 or a 4, we kill the spider round 1. We get a 4, spider lines up, and it doesn't matter if he flips or not. Remember, he's not targeting anybody. He does. And then we hit him and kill him with heavy damage. So the Saracen gets the first kill. He goes here. So he's lured on round 2. We're going to keep our weapon alerted. And we're going to play like that. So, where does the spider go on round 2? Round 2, spider goes 2, so he flips all the way down the bottom. That sort of stinks. And does he flip or not? He does not flip. So, let's look at the speeds. Saracen's is first. He misses. This guy is second. He misses. This guy is third. Missed. The Saracen will have to play to fatigue now if he wants this combat to happen. So, if we have to play to fatigue anyway, we're going to spend our action to unalert our weapon, and then we're going to play this M3. It's weird that that's a thing, but now it'll do M star damage and kill him and be faster, strangely enough. So 4, he's going to line up. Does he flip? He does not flip. So this guy lines up and kills the spider. Done. So we get 6 prowess for a total of 6. That's not going to score us any points. We are going to get a card that is going to be Spider Slayer. That's our 5th card point. So we are keeping up with the Joneses in terms of card points, and that is his 6th point overall. We do have to fatigue a fight chit, and pretty much any of the light fight chits will do, because this fight chit is better than all the fight chits we have. So he will fatigue a light fight chit first, and these guys go to the dead pool. The wizard is next. First thing is, can the wizard kill this thing? Can he generate heavy damage? No. Most he can generate is light star damage, which is medium damage. So the wizard will have to cast. Now remember, he's hidden. So that guy comes out. We're hidden, so we're going to cast Flame Sword first round. We're still hidden. Second round, we are going to. We have to be a little bit wary. So now we are doing L star damage at whatever time we play, which is nice. We're just going to do that. So that's round 1. We don't have to play a move this round because we're still hidden. So we will actually play this. Let me put this on the board just so we know what's what. Oops. So we're looking for a 1 or a 4, of course. We get a 2, so he flops down to the bottom. But if he flips, which he does, we now undercut him for heavy damage and kill him on round 2. So there you go. So round 2, we got to kill with a flame sword. Done. We score 3 prowess, which we have not lost any prowess. We're up to a whopping 18, which is great. It's not quite enough to get us the point, though, which sucks, but it does. But it is, it's something. It shows us that we were there. And that is it. So all the spiders are dealt with. And now it is going to be day 21. So there's going to be purple magic in every clearing. We're going to roll 2 dice, and we're going to, remember, draw creatures back onto the board. They're going to resurrect, as it were. So what is the captain going to do? The captain is going to, he's going to rest twice. Hide twice just because, right? Done. And he was looking for a 3, and a 3 ends the game, pretty much. The wizard, we do need to make sure we can cast Sleep. We can. Sleep is our defense against the octopus, pretty much. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We could move right on up in there. And I think we're going to because, well, to be quite honest with you, I think we have to know that the captain is close. His player keeps chuckling over there. No, we have to know he's close. So the wizard's going to go up into the pool. He's going to risk it. He's going to sleep whatever shows up. Probably not going to get another spider. Maybe. And we'll have to sleep him if we do. The problem with sleeping him is we still need to hide to get out of because we're in the midst of the mountains. So it's a little clunky. So we have the Saracen is going to draw his last quest card here. Because he has ditched Spider Slayer. And he gets Explore the Mountain. So that's worth 2 VPs. All of the mountain clearings is now worth 2 VPs. So, oof. Okay, so if he ends a phase in every mountain clearing, he will score 2 victory points. We have to be a little bit careful because we are looking at dragging potentially a lot of crap into the game here. Um, so what if? So what if he rests? Because that scores him a clearing. Moves from 2 to 4. So move 2, move 4. So if he rests, what clearing is that? I suppose I wonder 5. So this gives him 5, 2, 4, and 5. Remember that one of these is an extra move, so he's only used 2 phases so far to get here. Then, for giggles, he's going to extra search because he can. That's still 2 phases. And the problem is, I would love to hide. So then he's going to hide, frankly. So what we'll do is we will hide here, extra search, and search just because we're there. 1, 2, 3, 4. He is done. So do we have? Yeah, everybody has a day 21 today. So let's roll our 2 dice and adjudicate the monsters returning. So it's just double 2s, which means only serpents and demons. Now, mind you, all the serpents and demons show up in this hex that the Saracen is in, but only they show up. Nothing comes off out of the Deadpool. So let's get this day 21 on the road here. The captain doesn't win. That's the other thing that is important. The captain is going to rest 2 times, so that's going to pull him like this. Done. He's going to hide twice. It doesn't matter because nothing's going to appear. And he does. So he is done. Now, the problem is you could waste a lot of days just waiting for a 3 to pop. So something to be wary of. We're going to roll up in here, and this is the old bones, and nothing appears there. Let's read the old bones. First, to end a phase, rolls a d6 to find out what prowls in the old bones. I really should have read that card before I picked my move. It is a 2, so a tremendous dragon. So being unhidden there is probably not the best move, frankly, but that's fine. We actually can, strangely enough, that's one of the creatures we can run from. So we're going to probably do that. And then figure out what needs to be done. Now, the problem is, can't kill him. There's no way to kill him. It's not on the wizard's kill list. So that's a bad roll for him. Be great if you roll just, oh, there's bones. I mean, you could just do whatever. So the Saracen is going to rest once, 1, 2. He's going to hide once. He fails. He's going to search 2 times. It's going to suck, actually. Fails once. He fails twice. Everything appears. So literally the whole row is going to show up. So winged demon here. Big old demon there. And we have Slither. Oh, well, just Slither. So just the first of these is going to show. So there you go. Because Dank is elsewhere, right? It was down here. So Slither. So we got two serpents here. So I do believe the wizard runs, so he's just going to run to there, and he can. He is done. Saracen has to fight, so we have to figure out what this fight's going to look like. Show. The question is, can we pull tremendous damage? Yes. If we flip to this side, we can pull tremendous damage. This guy will get hit first with Power of the Pit. So we are definitely going to lure with this guy. So it sucks, but we're going to lure with this dude. He cannot kill him. We are going to flip that over, and we're going to use whatever. Oh, we still need to use a medium fight to get medium star damage. So we can kill this guy, but we're probably going to take a Power of the Pit. Not on us, but on this dude. So does he line up? Oops, wait, hold on. It's actually like this. Does he line up? Well, this guy goes down to here, so he's not going to line up. The Winged Demon doesn't flip, so there's no flipping. But we do have to roll now a Power of the Pit. So let's do it on our guy. 3. Terror. Oh, my lord. Oh, my God, that was the worst. Each character in the clearing must wound all of his light and medium strength, move, and fight chits. All light and medium monsters, natives, and horses in the clearing are killed. So that means that's the worst roll. Like any other roll, a 2 sucks, a 1 sucks, of course. 3, 4, 5, 6, fine. Light, so he is not light. He is heavy, so he lives. I don't know why I gave him a warhorse. I actually don't know what horse he starts with, but that's what was in the box. I'm going to stick with it for now. Done. I'll rethink that at some point. Every light chip and medium, right? Every light and medium fight. Yep. All light, medium, dead. Now, the funny part is, I don't actually know. The funny part is we can, well, yeah, and now, yeah. So effectively, I think this kills the Saracen. Right? He is effectively killed by terror because all his chits are light and medium. He has this magic chip technically. I think it still is. This guy's killed. So yeah, I think that's it. I think he's dead. And now he can't fight the guy. Like he can, he has chits on it, but all his chits have been wounded, so he is killed. All right. So yeah, that's a thing. It's a nice stack of stuff too. And I mean, we put him back there. That's where he's going to end up. He's going to end up all the way back there. His points remain, and he does get largely all his chits back, frankly. But he didn't get any of his gear back. He doesn't get his horse back. He doesn't get his guy back. His guy is dead. So yeah, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad news actually for him. And that's a power of the pit. You can't just, those suck. He is done. So he ran. I thought he was going to actually kill him. I actually did not think because a 4, 5, and 6 on there is easy, done. You roll it, and that's where we're going to kill the week. So it was interesting. Sucked a little bit, to be honest. Sucked a little bit, to be honest. But the Saracen's not entirely out of it. But I think the captain really is on the verge of winning. He literally is going to have to just pop down here and be done. So I would almost call it there. Maybe I will, let me write down his, what did he get? He got Explore the Mountain, which is a good one for him too, because that brings him to 8 points. You'd be super close. But I don't think he's going to make it effectively. I think he's sort of done. So anyway, that's it. That's where we're at. We're going to call it here. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good one. Save this game and post it, and I will talk to you all later.